boys and girls, welcome back to Creation Laboratory, where science and the Bible work together to illustrate truths of our marvelous Creator. Today's experiment should be a very exciting one. Any experiment that requires a fire extinguisher to be on hand has to be exciting. And this experiment will help us understand an important truth about lying. Before we begin, I would like to introduce my assistant for the day. Say hello, James.
Hello. Hello, Dr. Moody.
Hello, James. How are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you for asking.
Very good.
Yes, very good. That's what I said.
Yes. Well, as I mentioned, this experiment does require a fire extinguisher in case of a large fire. Other safety gear needed are a pair of flame-resistant gloves and a large pot lid to put out any potential small fire. You must have an adult help you should you decide to try this experiment at home. Furthermore, I recommend that you do your experiment outside as an extra precaution. In fact, we have moved to our outdoor lab here as well. James, now that we have finished with the disclaimers, please inform the children what items they will need if their family wishes to conduct our experiment at home.
Dr. Moody, they will need a baking sheet, a bag of sand, a little bit of baking soda, some powdered sugar, and some lantern fuel, and a little baggie.
Little baggie. Not a big one.
No, just a little one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's begin our experiment then, shall we? James.
Dr. Moody?
Yes.
Timmy brought me a lab coat. Can I put
What?
that on? Yes, yes.
You have a lab coat?
I have, I don't want to get dirty, Dr.
Well,
Moody.
congratulations. You're officially on staff.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hold on.
One of the three.
I don't think he brought the right size.
It's very tight. It's very
Yeah,
form-fitting.
It's a little small. Timmy, I told him extra large.
He's trying to show off his muscles.
No, I'm not, Dr. Moody. It's a little small. Okay, let's leave it unbuttoned.
Yeah. It's probably for the best.
Okay. I'm ready now, Dr. Moody.
Okay, well
Okay.
then, James.
Yes, sir.
Please, carefully pour our sand in a mound on top of our cookie sheet.
Okay. Sand in the mound. I wonder where this sand is from, Dr. Moody.
Probably from Jamaica. Timmy has, a travel pass. Oh, it's getting on me.
Sorry, Dr. Moody. Sorry.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, sorry.
It's a lot of sand.
It's a lot of sand.
I don't like sand. It's
don't
coarse, it's rough, it's irritating,
Yeah.
and it gets everywhere.
Yeah. When you go to the beach and you bring a bag of chips.
Blech. Gross.
All right, Dr. Moody.
Very good. It looks like an anthill. Okay.
Okay.
Next, we need to mix our baking soda and powdered sugar together. Now let's pour 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar into our baggie. And carefully, let's shake it up so that it's mixed well.
Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, Dr. Moody.
If you really think about it, it looks like white sand.
Yeah. All right, we put in our baggie. Let's
And
seal
mix
it.
well.
Okay, I heard you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You're worse than that Nick guy.
Oh, yeah. No comment. Okay, Dr. Moody, I mixed it up real good.
All right, excellent. Well, we now need to pour 150 milliliters of lantern fuel over the top of our sand.
Okay.
Make sure you spread it out a little so that it doesn't puddle.
Okay, Dr. Moody. Like this?
Yes, perfect. Very good. Well, it is safer if you measure out the fuel into a separate container, as we have done, and then pour it into the sand. Are you done yet?
Yes, Dr. Moody, I'm done.
Oh, it smells marvelous. Next, we're going to pour our baking soda sugar mixture into a pile in the center of our wet sand.
Ooh. That's where the magic happens. Like that, Dr. Moody?
That's perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we're ready to light our fuel on fire and see what happens next. But first, we must come up with our hypothesis. James, once we have lit our fuel, what do you think will happen to the baking soda / sugar mixture?
I think it's going to burn up.
Burn up. It's a boring way of saying blow up. That's what I think's gonna happen. And what about you, boys and girls? What do you think will happen to the mixture when we light our fuel on fire? Well, all right then. It's time to test our hypothesis. James, please carefully light the lantern fuel surrounding the mixture of fire.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta put on my safety gloves. I think Timmy got the wrong size safety gloves too, Dr. Moody.
Timmy does that all the time. He always gets me bigger ones. He always thinks I have really big hands, but I have tiny little baby hands. They're not that big.
Yeah, wee little. Oh, you only have 4 fingers, Dr. Moody.
What?
Oh, that's okay.
4 fingers and 1 shoe.
Yeah.
That's what they say about me.
All right. Oh, wait.
I trust that this is gonna blow up.
Are we ready to go?
Yes. Oh!
Oh!
Let there be light. Okay. Well, the reaction will take several minutes, so you want to go to the store and grab some graham crackers, chocolate, marshmallows to make some s'mores?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go, Dr. Moody.
All right, let's go to the store.
Okay.
Can you believe that the store didn't have any marshmallows?
You were kind of picky, Dr. Moody.
What kind of AutoZone doesn't have marshmallows?
Most of them.
Whatever. Well, this was certainly exciting. James, why don't you turn it around so all the kids at home can see it?
Ooh.
Oh, it's both fascinating and hideous at the same time.
Very hideous.
Let's hear from Timmy why our experiment behaved this way.
Oh,
Timmy!
Ask him why the gloves are so small.
Oh, Timmy, also, why are the gloves so small?
Yes, sir. Sorry about the gloves, James. I guess I'm just used to smaller assistants. Anyway, I did some research, and I discovered that carbon is formed from the sugar when there's not enough oxygen to allow it to combust. When the baking soda burns, it creates a lot of carbon dioxide, which causes the lack of oxygen for the sugar. As a result, the sugar becomes carbon, and the carbon dioxide bubbles and pushes the sugar and the baking soda upward as they continue to burn, forming the snake-like substance of the burnt sugar. Back to you, sir.
Well, thank you, Timmy. He's right. It does look like a snake. And that seems appropriate since our experiment will help us better understand the dangers of lying. It reminds me of the first liar, the serpent in the Garden of Eden. In the book of Genesis, we see how the serpent lied to Eve, telling her that she would not die if she ate the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And Eve believed the lie and brought sin into the world. The Bible is very clear about lying. In the 10 Commandments, God says that we should not bear false witness against our neighbor. In Proverbs 12:22, it says, "Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who deal truthfully are his delight." The Bible even compares the dangers of sin and lying to snakes and their eggs. In Isaiah 59:4 and 5, it says, "No one calls for justice, nor does any plead for truth. They trust in empty words and speak lies. They conceive evil and bring forth iniquity. They hatch vipers' eggs and weave the spider's web. He who eats of their eggs dies, and from that which is crushed a viper breaks out." Another way this experiment teaches us about lies is how it grows. If you have ever told a lie, you know that one lie often leads to another. To not get caught in one lie, you must tell another. Soon, the string of lies has grown quite long and out of control, much like our experiment here. Even one little white lie can grow into a much bigger problem in our lives. Jeremiah 9:3 hints at this. It says, "And like their bow, they have bent their tongues for lies. They are not valiant for the truth on the earth, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they do not know me, says the Lord." We would be wise to remember what Proverbs 19:5 warns us about. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who speaks lies will not escape. Lying will not get us out of trouble, but instead causes more and more trouble. James, were we correct in our hypothesis?
Absolutely correct.
Oh, I was wrong. I said it was going to blow up.
Well, yeah. I didn't expect it to grow like this, Dr. Moody.
You did say it would burn.
Yeah, technically it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, and what about you, boys and girls? Were you correct in your hypothesis? And what is our conclusion? We should not believe the lies of the devil, and we should not lie to others as well. Lies, even small ones, can lead to more and more lies, growing bigger and more out of control until we're eventually caught in our own lies. Well, James, thank you for your assistance today.
Oh, thank you for having me over, Dr. Moody.
Next time that you're here, we'll make sure to get you bigger gloves and a bigger coat.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Moody. Yeah.
You're very welcome. And don't forget, if you try our experiment at home, do so with extreme caution and with the help of an adult, and wait at least 15 minutes before handling or disposing of the burnt mixture. Should you decide to try this with an adult at home, be sure to post your video of your work on Instagram and tag it at CCGS Kids. And don't forget to hit the like button below. And come back to the lab soon. Goodbye!